We would be honored if you would join us.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? Julia, we're home.
Welcome. This is the Force Talk podcast. Josh is not here today, so I'm joined with Bryan and Tanner. What's up, guys? It's a great day to be a Star Wars fan, am I right?
What's up?
What
It's
a time to
always
be
kind of
alive.
A great day, to be honest.
What?
It's always a great day to be, a fan of Star Wars.
Oh, I know.
That I can agree with.
Anything could happen. Like anything bad could happen. I don't even care because Star Wars is coming out next month. It doesn't even matter to me.
It's hard to get depressed.
I know.
Dude, I mean, like, it's so mind-blowing how time flies so fast, because we're 1 month from Star Wars, dude.
Yeah, I remember
1 month.
last year when I was at my grandparents' house for Thanksgiving, and I woke up early and I saw the first teaser, and I'm like, holy crap!
Man.
Think the journey we've had to The Force Awakens, no pun intended, to now.
That was last year,
Yeah.
man. That first trailer. Jeez, man. Time
Yeah.
flies.
Crazy. So, if you guys don't know by now, there was a teaser trailer. I don't even know if you call it a teaser, like a trailer that came out today for The Force Awakens. We're not going to really play it. I'm actually going to do my own breakdown of it later. But what did you guys think of this teaser? It was very unexpected. I wonder if the official Star Wars is going to release like just a normal version of it. But what were you guys' overall thoughts? I'll let you start, Tanner.
Oh, well, I was just like scrolling through my YouTube subscriptions, and I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while to realize what it was, because I didn't expect anything to happen today, because usually there's build-up to when
Yeah.
Star Wars drops something. So I was like, is this a joke or something? And then I got on Twitter, and I only had one notification, so I thought, well, if there was a Star Wars trailer, everybody would have been tweeting at me. But it was just you saying that there was a Star Wars trailer.
I'm that one
So I
guy.
was like, oh, crap. And I go back, and I watch it. It was pretty freaking awesome. I mean, a lot of the same shots that we had seen before, but there are some new things.
They all flow very well, the old and new shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We hear Rey finally like talk. She's got that British accent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that means anything or if it matters. And she's talking about like she's been waiting for her family.
Yeah, that's
Who's
the
that
one
family?
spoilerish thing. But still, I still don't know if it's that big of a spoiler. Bryan, what were your thoughts on this?
My thoughts were, my thoughts were at first, I can kind of, I guess, my thoughts are, I can kind of, agree what Tanner said, because, today was just, super, it's, it's because that trailer was just so random, because,
Mhm.
I woke up to, only, 2 DMs from, you, Trey, and, my friend Austin saying, new Star Wars trailer came out, but overall, the first thing I have to know is that cinematography is just so freaking beautiful, dude. I love how JJ now has decided to keep the camera still
Yeah.
and to focus on one shot only, and also the shot of the TIE fighters, I think is that
Oh.
shot. I think is the new binary sunset or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
yeah.
And as well, also, I have no idea why, but I hope this isn't the case. But I feel like this movie is trying hard to be like Star Wars. But I feel like this movie is trying too hard to be like Star Wars, the greatest hits, because it's because Rey. She says she's waiting for her family, and then the next shot we see is a village being burned. So is it where Rey lives or something, or what? Because that seems a lot like when Luke went back to his house and saw his house just gone and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do hope that isn't the case, and that movie just smacks me in the face, saying you're wrong. But
I think
uh,
you're right about that having a lot of similarities to A New Hope, but I think that's just the first third of the movie is going to have similarities because I
yeah,
think
hopefully.
some people aren't really going to know like what time period this is. So I think you kind of have to make it feel like Star Wars first and then establish everything. But yeah, those are pretty good points. Yeah, I love this trailer. My favorite shot was, well, I mean, everyone was my favorite shot, but there was a shot that was just like you had the two moisturizer moisture farm things, and then it showed like that classic binary sunset thing, but only one sun. I love that. And then you see like Ray Speeder in the background. That was great. And then Kylo Ren threatening Ray with a lightsaber was really cool.
That was great. That was so good.
Yeah.
The
So,
Apocalypse Now shot where it's like the sunset and there's TIE fighters
Oh.
out of it. That was beautiful.
mhm.
I've never watched Apocalypse Now, to be honest. I've never watched that movie.
But if you like look up the poster of Apocalypse Now, their poster is a sunset that looks just like that, but with helicopters.
Yeah.
Let me see right now.
And it was very similar. I thought it was awesome.
It was also cool that we heard BB-8 kind of talk for the first time.
Oh yeah.
BB-8's
yeah.
a girl though. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, we BB-8's a girl. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured she'd be a girl because I just figured at this time they're probably gonna have a girl now. We've had nothing but guy droids so far.
Yeah.
So.
I know.
See-
Oh yeah, but also another thing another thing that really stood out to me was the final shot and the final line that says, "Hope is now." I think it said like "Hope has now been found," and it shows the shot of Ray crying. That
Yeah.
basically confirms to me that someone is gonna die. And honestly, I think it's Chewbacca. It's
I
not
don't.
Han. It's Chewie, in my opinion.
I used to think it was Chewie. I don't think it's gonna be any of the main characters in that shot. I think they're kind of trying to tease us with that because J.J. Abrams likes to tease. I don't know if that shot someone dies.
I'm not sure because maybe JJ is trying to pull off a Joss Whedon where he loves to kill off like huge characters that people love.
This is Star Wars is a whole nother world though. I think in that aspect. But yeah, you're right. So any last thoughts about the trailer? We could talk about it for days, but I want to move on to some news.
No, that's it. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So next thing we have is there were 5 character posters for The Force Awakens that were released today, or not today, a few days ago. We have Rey holding her staff. We have Queen or Princess Leia in a Empire Strikes Back like navigation room. We have Kylo Ren holding a lightsaber over his right eye. We have Han Solo holding his classic blaster over his right eye, and we have Finn holding his lightsaber over his right eye. I'll start the discussion with this. My biggest takeaways from this is they're really trying to sell Finn as a Jedi, and I'm not buying it. I still don't think he's going to be a Jedi. I think that's going to be a twist because I think there's no way he could already be a Jedi this quickly. Like I think
I don't
he's
think
just
he's
very.
already a Jedi.
I think he's just very skilled with the weapon, and he's the
I think
only
he
one
would
that can use it so
eventually
far.
Become a Jedi, probably.
Yeah, eventually, but I want to see that process. I mean, we saw Luke go through his trials and tribulations to become a Jedi, and I don't think Finn can be a Jedi that easily. I think Rey's more likely to, and I love Rad. I mean, we saw in that Duracell commercial. Oh, I forgot to put that. We can talk about that, where she used the Force. But which one of these were your favorites, guys? Posters.
My favorite was the one of Ray because it's because Ray looks really badass, and also I kind of have to like almost kind of I also kind of have to like agree with your thoughts about Finn because I think eventually he will become a Jedi, but I think
Yeah.
at first, but I think at first Finn is gonna be kind of like reluctant to like pick up a lightsaber because maybe like he's trained because maybe his whole life he's been trained to be a stormtrooper and he's kind of like scared to like start something new.
Yeah.
So just like the last shot of the last trailer we got where it's like him being scared to fight Kylo Ren, it's because he's not that skilled. And in that scene someone comes to back him up or something like
Yeah.
Luke or Ray or something.
Yeah, I think that's true. Tanner, which poster was your favorite?
Kylo Ren, I think his looked awesome as always, and Han. I love Han. I mean, Han's my man, so I always pick Han. I just love that blaster. He's still so cool. He's like 80 years old, and he's still like the coolest dude alive.
Yeah, Han's my favorite poster. I that Kylo Ren shot, I just feel like we've seen that in a lot of the
Yeah.
art. I really like Finn too.
Yeah,
Finn's-
Finn, they're all great. I like them all.
I wonder where the backgrounds are. I think it's pretty obvious. I guess only backgrounds I question are Han and Finn. I mean Han's my favorite just because it looks so. You just get so much from one picture. I think that's the first really close up we've seen a Rey staff though. I think that's something interesting. It almost looks like IG-88's head, but
Yeah.
I think that might be Plagueis' staff, but that's another discussion we can have after the movie. So, any last thoughts on these posters?
What was it? Oh yeah. The one thing I have to point out about Han is that, like, you know how everybody, like Ray, Finn, and even Leia, kind of is that their facial expressions is that they all look intense and all that. Han looks as if, I don't know, his face seems as if he's kind of being like sad because maybe he's been through so much crap in like the last 30 years. Because you know how in the last trailer he is that his character grows and then saying he believes in like the Jedi and all that. So, so I'm thinking that his facial expression in that poster, it kind of seems like, uh, I think,
He's been through a lot.
yeah, basically, yeah. He's been through a lot, yeah, because he's finally now just like straight up admitting that, yeah, the Force, the Jedi, the Sith are all real,
That was
guys.
actually my favorite part of the second to latest trailer when he said he was like the dark side, the Jedi, they're real because
Yeah, I
we
know,
really see
right?
that characterization. But yeah, Han does look a little bit different. He looks a little bit more serious, I guess. Not even serious, but in just a different tone. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but for a fact, yeah, uh, yeah, but for a fact, despite the fact that Han's been through a lot of shit, I do know for a fact that Harrison will still be that charming asshole, like a that it. I do know for a fact that Han will still be that charming guy that we all loved and all that, you know.
yeah, he's gonna be the same old Han. So our next story is sort of a sad and happy one at the same time. It's about this Star Wars fan named Daniel Fleetwood, and Daniel was diagnosed with a very rare and very serious form of cancer. It's something where his lungs were covered in cancer, and the doctors actually gave him 2 months to live in July. So he's already overcome that diagnosis. So what people did is Daniel did not think he would make it to December 18th to see The Force Awakens, and he is a huge Star Wars fan. So, what he and his wife thought of, maybe they could start a campaign for him to see it early. And everyone on social media who's a Star Wars fan got behind him. And I think, let's see, today's Friday. I think Thursday, yeah, yesterday, his wife actually posted a message on Facebook saying, I wanted to edit something to our wonderful supporters, friends, family, and awesome strangers. Daniel's final dream was just granted. Today, the wonderful Disney, Bad Robot, and Lucasfilm teams made his final dream come true. Daniel finished watching an unedited and unfinished version of Star Wars The Force Awakens. We would like to thank the awesomely talented J.J. Abrams for calling us yesterday to tell us Daniel was getting his wish granted. Lastly, I want to thank all the amazing people who helped make this happen. May the Force be with you. Oh, hashtag Force for Daniel. So this story makes me happy. I'm really, and sad. I'm really happy Daniel Fleetwood got to see the movie, but I, I hope still he can overcome his cancer. What were you guys' thoughts on this whole thing?
My, well, this time, well, I, my first thought was like, I was just like, man, social media is really, really like trying to like stand up for this guy, and like even like I really love the story that the fact he finally got his dying wish because like, because just it's because even so, I read online also that JJ had did the same thing with
Lost in the darkness.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Star
think it
Trek.
was that. Yeah, I think it was that he let some fan watch it, and then afterwards he died like a few days after, which sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that guy, he had like so much support, and I'm glad that Disney was just like, you know what, we're not gonna be assholes and like try to and like not let him see it because he'll possibly spoil because it's because I do know a couple of people on Twitter uh Tanner knows who he is. Alb was like, "Oh, hey, no, I don't think that he'll watch it because Disney won't let spoilers out." I'm glad that they like let him watch it, and that really makes me sad. I mean, sad, happy.
Yeah.
Tanner.
I remember when I heard about it, it was very sad. It made me teary eyed. It's gotta be just the worst thing ever. but it really makes you smile to know that Disney went out there and they let him see it. Really, there's it's just it's sad, but it's also beautiful at the same time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, though, a miracle can happen and he can see it in theaters with everyone else.
Yeah.
Uh, that's actually what came to my mind as well because I read that I think it was he watched like a not finished version of it or so.
Unedited,
So
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So it's yeah. So hopefully he can survive for long enough to watch it in theaters and be like, damn, So this is the finished product, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So we hope Daniel can improve and hopefully he beats cancer. I mean, it doesn't look like it is, but Star
We'll
Wars
be
was
praying
Star
for
Wars
him.
wasn't supposed to be good when it came out, so it kind of broke all expectations. So maybe Daniel can break all expectations too. So our next topic is actually a poster, and what has happened was in North America we got the initial Star Wars: The Force Awakens poster, and let's call it poster one. It had a lot of characters in it. Some people criticize it for being too busy, John Campia.
John Campia.
Yeah, and so that's the North America poster. That's a poster you'll see in theaters here. Then there was a poster released, a German poster, and this poster said like, I don't know any German, but it said The Force Awakens in German, and it had a little variation, had some less characters. That's about it. But now we have a new Japanese poster. I think it's Japanese.
Yeah, should be
And
Japanese.
this poster has Kylo. It's all the same. It's the same pictures. Actually, no. The Kylo Ren picture is different. I just
Yeah.
realized that. So what this poster is, if you guys can't see it, I know you will because I'll put this picture while I'm talking in the video. But we have Kylo Ren in the middle here. We got Princess Leia and Han to the top right corner. We got let's call him Luke, Finn and Rey top left corner, BB-8. And we got some Millennium Falcon X-wings. I think this poster kind of shows a little bit that Kylo Ren kind of ties the old into the new, whether he is Han's son, maybe some kind of relation with Rey. Where do you guys rank this on like the three posters that came out? What are you like? What's your favorite in order?
My second favorite one was the second one that came out.
The German one.
Yeah, then I'd probably say number one. Then this one. Not that this one's bad. I think this one's still cool. It's just. I guess it's just because we've already seen so many posters. This is just a variation of it. But I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Brian, what do you think of this poster, and where would you rank it?
I think it's pretty badass. I'd probably rank it second, and like I'd probably rank the number. My favorite poster is the poster that we have here
North
like in the
American
U.S.
poster.
And then this Japanese poster, I would rank second, but then afterwards the German one is last. I mean, like the German one is not a bad poster; it's still really cool, but like it's just like not my favorite. This is that.
Yeah. I don't know. I really liked the first one when it came out. I was actually doing my sports podcast I did, and I actually had to take a leave of absence for about 5 minutes because I was screaming. But I think I like this one the most, just because I think Kylo Ren looks sick, and he's probably my favorite character in this film. I mean, you can't go wrong with all three of them. I don't think the first one's too busy, but I understand where John Campia came from.
I think it is a bit crowded. I think there could have been. I love the poster. It's literally my computer screensaver.
Mine
but
too.
Same.
but I do think some things could have maybe been, taken off.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it wasn't.
They've all been great.
This feels a little more Drew Struzan-esque, as the other one felt a little more photo edited. Where
I would
think
love
I
for
think
Drew to
that's
do
cool.
a poster.
Well, he
for
did.
it.
He did the one at D23, which I did not like very much. It was really.
It was
Oh,
okay.
It was really bland.
It wasn't as good as
That
I
one
was
was
hoping.
pretty cool.
I didn't really like it too much. It only had 3 characters. I didn't like that.
I mean, also with the complaint also that John Campia did about too many characters. I mean, like I can understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, at the same time, it's in the fashion of what Star Wars is. Because if you look back at all the if you look back at all the posters of the last 6 movies we have, like it's like the posters are always crowded as hell. So that's why. So like, I can understand where he's coming from, but for me personally, even so. But for me personally, I love the poster.
Yeah. So okay, yeah. So we all like the poster. Good posters. That's all we can
Yeah.
say. So next
All great.
story is a little more video game related.
Video games.
It is it also ties in the Force Awakens, so there's that. But it is Star Wars Battlefront, the Battle of Jakku teaser trailer. So I read the novel Lost Stars. I'm not gonna give any spoilers because I've already talked about the novel, but there is a scene in the book that ties into this game and to the Force
Nice.
Awakens. So this trailer basically is only 30 seconds. And you see, we don't know if it's a stormtrooper, we don't know if it's a rebel soldier, we don't know if it's BB-8 and reincarnated, but we see someone stand up and it's like they crash. It's like Finn, with the first shot of Finn in the first teaser. And they stand up from the sand and they look around and there's X-Wings battling in the sky and there's Star Destroyers crashing and it's just beautiful. And actually what happened in this battle, because I did read that book so I know what happened, like what this battle was. Basically what it was is the Empire tried to get all their forces basically into bring a trap for the rebels and the rebels just kicked their ass and that's just kind of like the last stand for the Empire. um, Nevertheless what Star Wars Aftermath the book said, this is kind of like the last stand. So I think this little add-on to Battlefront looks great, which comes out in 10 days as we're recording this. It comes out November 16th. I already pre-ordered the deluxe edition. But going back to just this
Same.
video, have you guys seen this and what are your thoughts on it? Just any thoughts on it?
The Battlefront commercial.
The Battle of Jakku teaser.
Oh, I did not see it. I just so much stuff with Battlefront coming up. I don't watch the little videos anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've seen it. If I may have seen it, and they'd all just have blended in together now because there's like 15 of them.
Yeah. Brian, have you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually saw it like when you told me about it because just like a couple hours ago. It's because you say, hey, we have a teaser for Paddle Jakku, but
Yeah.
but my initial thoughts is that I think it looks really good, but at the same time, it's like I don't really need to see like more trailers for Battlefront because I'm sold on it. Because just this past week, I went to go pay off the rest of my pre-order for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stoked for Battlefront, dude, and
Yeah.
yeah, but actually, the thing that kind of blew me away was you see the Star Destroyer just being like smacked to hell and destroyed to God. It's just like holy God, the rebels are like freaking destroying that right now.
Yeah. That was
But
really cool.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah. But also, the one thing that kind of makes me sad about Battlefront is that I think it was that DICE said that there's not going to be any space battles in it, which kind of makes me sad.
Well,
Yeah.
they said basically what happened was I mean a lot of me being one of those people were disappointed that there weren't going to be any space battles, but DICE didn't
Yeah.
really say that there weren't going to be any at all. It's basically like when you buy the game in 10 days from now there aren't, but there's going to be some add-ons with the Force Awakens and stuff, and they
Okay.
said there'll probably be a space battle or two in there in one of those add-ons with the season pass, which is $50, which is ridiculous.
I
But
know, right?
I'll buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was, I think it was that my friend Harlan that he's one who's like just super against just high priced passes because he just hates it so much. I mean, like my thing about season passes is that if it has the amount of content that's worth that much money, then it's worth it. But if the content is just like, here's two DLCs or something,
Arkham
then
Knights
it's like,
wasn't worth it.
oh my dude, I spent like $29 on it because I traded in some games to get a discount on it, and like
Yeah.
I don't know even why I got it because like
There's nothing
because-
cool. Like there was the going off topic. There's a Batman 1989 costume, but I didn't care. I liked the original Arkham Knight one the most. But
Alright.
yeah. So if you guys haven't already, pre-order Battlefront. It looks very
it.
very good. I played the beta for like 21 hours. Not even kidding.
Same
Didn't
here.
even go to homecoming.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
That's
great.
my life. But Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
dude.
it's
Actually, dude, I think it was that my friend and yeah, I think it was that my friend and I had my friend and I had
hmm
caught the beta early because it's because on PSN, I got a couple people.
oh codes and stuff.
Yeah, codes.
Oh
Yeah, dude, it
yeah,
was
I
so
saw those.
badass.
I saw them too late. They were already
Yeah, dude, it was
used.
so badass. But I think it was like the first day we played it, dude. I think it was like the first match we ever played. My friend got to play as Luke Skywalker, dude. The
Oh
first
wow.
match we ever played, and like he was literally just screaming into the mic, dude. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
He was screaming his ass off.
Yeah, Battlefront's great. I loved it. It's a beautiful game. My favorite part was the ship battles and stuff. But yeah, so it's enough Battlefront talk for right now. Next, we're gonna go into sort of our canon segment. And if you guys don't know what canon is, it's basically anything in the world of movies, video game, not really video games, movies, books, TV shows, comic books that ties into Star Wars. And this week there was only one Star Wars comic that was released. It was the Star Wars issue number 11 of the regular Star Wars run.
Yeah.
I got a chance to read this. Have you guys read it yet?
This came out Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I pick up my comics on Saturday, so
Oh, really?
I haven't read it yet.
Brian, have you read it?
No, actually, uh, no, actually, because I'm like super far behind. Uh, I'm super hard, I'm super far behind on my reading because the last issue I read was like issue number 4, and actually, like, I even forgot what the hell happened in it because like it's
Yeah.
been so long.
Just
But
if you should probably just pick up like issue 7 till now. 7 was the one with Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was great. But I
Oh
won't
yeah.
go into spoilers for
oh
this.
yeah,
That
oh
was my
yeah,
favorite issue of any Star Wars comic, by the way. I won't go into any spoilers for this issue, but I liked it. It felt a lot like Star Wars. We kind of have the in one of the issues we kind of hear that we see that Harrison Ford, Han Solo had a wife named Santa Solo. We get this issue talks about what happened there and what actually happened. So I'm not gonna spoil that, but it was a good issue. There's something going on with Luke that's pretty interesting. There's a character with him that I think might be another character I know, but I'm
That's
not gonna.
Together's training him.
Yeah, I'm really confused, but yeah, it was a good issue. Star Wars, the initial Star Wars kind of, I didn't really love it at first, but now it's really good. Whereas the Darth Vader comic, I loved at first, but now I freaking hate it. I don't even read them anymore.
They've switched places.
Oh god,
yeah,
Darth Vader. It's not even Darth Vader. It's just this freaking girl who just runs and does crap for Darth Vader, and he just complains. Straight up Anakin again.
yeah. Actually, I forgot what it was. I think it was maybe Tanner. I think who told me, but I think it was he said up to issue number 5 or 6 is when it just turns to crap.
It's because they get new
Yeah.
writers every 5 issues. I think.
Wait, what?
I think they get new writers every 5 issues.
Oh god, maybe
Okay,
that's
do
why.
they?
Yeah, and new
yeah,
artists.
they
That's why the
shouldn't do.
Kanan comic looks a little bit different now.
Yeah, they should not do that. That's
Well,
not a good
Because
choice.
whoever was doing the first 5 issues was doing amazing. I loved the first 5 issues of Vader. It was my favorite of all the comics.
Yeah.
Now probably Kanan or Star Wars is it?
Yeah, those two
I've
are
heard
good.
Kanan is pretty cool.
Kanan is
Yeah.
cool.
Great.
I'm really
Greg
looking.
Wiseman, who wrote Spectacular Spider-Man and
Oh,
Young
man.
Justice, is writing it. Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh damn,
Yes,
man!
the
I have to
dude who
pick that up. Then.
created Spectacular Spider-Man's writing Kanan's comic. It's
Dude.
awesome.
Dude, dude, just to head off topic, for a quick second,
Mhm.
yeah, for Greg Wisely,
Greg
Greg
Weisman.
Wiseman.
yeah, oh, sorry, for Greg Wiseman, dude, I feel like he should be the one to write the new, like, a Spider-Man reboot, dude, because he created, like, the best Spider-Man cartoon, but instead we have the writers of Vacation, which makes me concerned.
Oh yeah, hated that movie with a passion. But yeah,
I heard the
yeah.
movie had like stupid ass like fart jokes and all that, and like
Ah,
poop jokes as usual.
That movie, the best parts were in the trailer, which I really kind of worry that the comedies do that now. But yeah,
Yeah, I hate when comedies do
going back to issue number 11. Yeah, I mean it's one of the better ones of the Star Wars issues. So definitely pick it up if you want to read the Star Wars comics. So the next thing is Star Wars Rebels episode 4 season 2 Brothers of the Broken Horn came out. I really liked this episode, even though I thought I wouldn't, because I didn't like the Clone Wars TV show that much. and I thought, they're kind of just bringing back all the characters from the Clone Wars. But what happens in this episode, not to really spoil anything, if anyone listening hasn't watched it, even though all 7 of you probably won't, but like this kid Ezra kind of goes off because one of his friends gives out like a distress signal, and he sees someone from the Clone Wars TV show named Hondo, who is the voice of Hondo, could voice anything, and I'd listen to it. He's great. But and then they kind of go on like a little adventure, and Ezra says he's Lando Calrissian, and it was a really great episode. Did you guys watch it?
I did. I didn't love it. For me, Rebels, the first episode of the season for me was I didn't love it.
Yeah, me neither.
Second episode was okay. I didn't love that one either. Then the third I loved. I thought it was great.
It was dark.
And then this one kind of was okay. Like I didn't dislike it. Like it was okay. It was kind of just like something you like watch while you're eating like cereal in the morning.
It's like a
before
filler
school.
episode, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Hondo. I liked him being in there. I liked, him being Lando Calrissian. The ugly pig dude, whatever.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah, he gets
Oh,
annoying.
he drives me nuts.
I found it cool that Ezra was kind of, questioning himself and
Very
where
Anakin-like.
his part. I thought that was cool, but it was really just, filler.
I understand where you're coming from, but I really liked it. I think Hondo was great. I think he was really funny in it. It wasn't forced, no pun intended. But I mean, like there was that scene where he was like in that little I don't know what you call it, like docking bay, I guess, where like you see like the force field separate inside from outside, and like he was about to go outside, and he's like, "Oh, now I'm rich, and now I'm dead." Like those little things I thought were pretty funny. But I mean, Ezra was really cool in it. He kind of went like on his own thing, and it was cool how he kind of questioned, like he said, he questioned like what he was, because Rex and Kanan were kind of like, "Oh no, Ezra, you need to be training to shoot to be a good soldier," and then Kanan's like, "No, you need to practice meditation to be a Jedi." And he's like, "What if I don't want to be either?" And I think that's foreshadowing, because I want Ezra to go very bad and become Benicio del Toro, even though there's no way that can happen.
I think he's going to be the canon
Inquisitor
version of Starkiller.
Yeah. Have you heard my theory, like, of what could happen? I think I told you. Like,
I think you said last time about what happens to Ezra.
Yeah, like, I think what should happen, Brian, is, like, so, Ezra, like, goes to the dark side. Vader's, like, seduces him. Maybe it's the same way that the Emperor seduced him, like, with saving someone, and then Kanan like goes to Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan lost a Padawan to the dark side, ask him what he needs to do, and he says, "You need to go kill him. He's not going to come back," because that's what Obi-Wan did. And so he goes and like he finds Ezra, and they have like a sick lightsaber battle, and he actually kills Ezra, and Ezra dies, and then like as Obi-Wan is walking away, you just hear and then like Vader walks in, and he battles Kanan, and then Kanan dies. And I know it's very morbid, but Obi-Wan was like in the ship with Kanan when he like went to go see Ezra, and so those two died. So it's just Vader and Obi-Wan left. So Obi-Wan like sensed Vader's presence, and Vader sensed him, but they never saw each other. And then Obi-Wan's like, "Oh crap! I really need to like go back and make sure Luke doesn't die, because he's our only hope." I think that would be dope, but that's a little too.
That'd be dope.
That's a little too. Everyone,
It'd be dark,
Oprah. It's like
but
Oprah. Everyone gets to die.
I mean, Star Wars is not a. Star Wars is not that. Star Wars is not that hesitant to go dark, because Empire's pretty dark.
Yeah, I just wonder, because this is on Disney XD, you know. But I do think
we have little kids watching.
Yeah.
When really, their audience is like 20-year-olds or something.
Yeah. But
from like 13 to 40.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, like there are some kids watching, but I think the characters aren't going to make it out of this show. I think this show is not going to have a good ending. I mean, I'd kind of hate it if anyone survived, if any of the Jedi really survived to be a good Jedi, because we heard in Empire Strikes Back when Obi-Wan is like, "That boy is our only hope," and then Yoda's like, "No, there is another."
That was Leia he was talking about, wasn't he?
No, it's about Leia.
Yeah, Leia.
And-
He was talking about Leia.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like if they could technically make it so like Ezra was the last one, but if they made it, then they're messing with the originals like George Lucas did with
Yeah,
the
I
freaking
think
special edition.
no.
So
That'd be
It's Leia. That's who they're pointing
Yeah.
at because they know that they're brother and sister.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just meaning
Obi-Wan
like
and
I'm hoping
Yoda
that
do. But I,
Go ahead.
I wouldn't. The only person I would mind that I would be okay with, living.
Kanan.
I think Sabine can live because she's just a
Sabine.
Mandalorian. That's
Yeah.
really she can go back and do her thing. And I think Kanan, if he goes into hiding, because he's not really a Jedi. I mean, he never really became a Jedi.
He's sort of like
and he
Finn
can go
is
off to hiding
that we've
again.
seen. Like
Huh?
he's sort of almost like
Children?
Finn. Like he knows how to use a lightsaber, but he's not trained yet. You know.
He's not trained to
Yeah.
be a Jedi.
But yeah, I don't see any of the Jedi really making out of it as full Jedi. I think it'd be cool if Kanan kind of stopped being a Jedi and Max von Sydow's character in The Force Awakens was Kanan. That could actually work time wise, and same facial structure a little bit. That's sort of a bit of a reach, but yeah, I mean, Rebels season 2 is starting off. Tanner doesn't like it as much as I do. I like it. I didn't like
Oh
episode
no, I
1.
like it.
Oh,
I
you
just-
like it,
It's
but
taken a while to pick up like it did like last season.
well, last
the
season
few
first 4
episodes
episodes sucked.
weren't that good, but then they started picking up. I think this will do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, the one thing that came to my mind about The Force Awakens and Rebels is that what if they mention like Ezra or like Kanan?
I'd
Because
scream.
obviously the general public will be like, "Who's that? Oh man, this is a huge universe." But us, the
The fans of-
nerds,
yeah.
but us,
What'd
but
you call
us,
me?
a nerd.
Womp rat.
But the general public will be like, man, this is a big ass universe. But
Yeah.
us, the nerds who keep up like all the time, is like, oh my god, they reference Ezra or Kanan.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
did you guys read Aftermath?
No.
I did not because I heard it was.
I read
garbage.
halfway through it, but like in chapter
That was
2,
bad.
I quit halfway through. I'm actually reading the new Battlefront Twilight Company book now. It's pretty good. But
How bad is Aftermath? Jesus, man. 'Cause
Any-
I'm just hearing shit about it.
hold up, I'll get into that for a second. But like in chapter 2, this character is like, well, we used to gather our information from from Fulcrum, and I was like, oh crap, I know who Fulcrum is. Like that little thing. I mean, as little as it was really cool. So
Nice.
yeah, Aftermath was awful. Well, I can't say it was awful. I only finished half of it, but I got very bored, and I read Lost Stars, which is my favorite book I've ever read in my life. I freaking love that book. I'm actually
I
reading
wanna
it
read
again.
that.
I'm reading it again for school for a project. But which is awesome, a Star Wars project. But
Alright, it's pretty
what
badass.
was I talking about? Oh yeah, Rebels. Yeah, it's not going to end well for a lot of the characters, but this season's definitely going to be, in Dave Filoni's terms, the Empire Strikes Back of Star Wars Rebels.
I
So
wouldn't be surprised if Hera dies this season.
I think so you know how last episode Zeb kind of got his own thing.
Oh yeah,
I think
Zeb.
that's because Zeb is going to bite the dust.
Zeb or Hera, I think.
I think Hera's
But
too crucial to the whole keeping everyone intact. Like
Well,
she's
my
like
thing-
the mom.
My thing was that in on Jedi Council when Freddie Prinze was there,
That
he
was
said
so good.
it was amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
He said that Kanan would go through something that
Oh,
no one
yeah.
else has gone through.
I
that
think
will,
it's
like,
Ezra
beat
going
him
dark.
down.
But
You think he's gonna go dark this soon?
no,
though?
I don't.
Because
But
there's gonna be
I
like
want him
5
to.
seasons. I'd be surprised if he went dark this soon. Maybe next season.
I mean, maybe
What
Freddie
if-
Prinze Jr. is just trying to
Maybe he's
like.
building it up.
No. Well, maybe he's pulling a fast one on you because he thinks that, hey, this season we go dark, but really it's like we
They-
kind of go dark, but not like 100% dark. But not
He's
like
exaggerating
100% dark. Yeah, basically, yeah.
But Dave Filoni said it too,
exaggerating
so
it.
I think they're gonna go dark. Crap, I lost my train of thought. Yeah,
You think they're gonna go
Rebels.
dark?
Oh, or else, wouldn't it be cool if like, say Vader did seduce Ezra and like Ezra's like making his own helmet and he like makes this mask that's Kylo Ren's mask and he's like, nah, I don't like that, and like throws it away and Kylo Ren finds it. That'd be kind of
That'd be
cool,
funny.
but pretty lame too.
Be a
Plot
little
twist.
nod.
Yeah, plot
Uh,
twist. Luke is Ezra.
Luke is Ezra and Kylo Ren
One
and Jason
and
Todd.
and
And Jar Jar.
C3PO and Jason Todd. Yeah. I like. Go ahead.
Jason Todd is Kylo Ren.
Jason Todd. I liked how in this episode, Tanner Chopper kind of went ham.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I don't know how a droid can function everything and pull a trigger, even though he just has claws, but that was cool.
It's Chopper. We just let it go.
Or it's Jason Todd. I mean, we never know.
In the mask.
In the yeah. Under the red bucket
the
head.
orange droid.
Under the red bucket head.
It still really annoys me how people still believe that shit, dude. Jason Todd is Joker.
I remember Tanner posted a video and it was like, "Is Jason Todd the Joker?" And he was just like, "No." That was hilarious.
It was a 5-second video
Yeah.
where I just say no and then it ends.
That was hilarious.
And that's like my most popular video, yet I put the least amount of effort into it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that video.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, it's funny. So, what I want to do on this podcast, I don't remember last week if I focused on a fit or not, which is kind of sad. But every week
I'm gonna look for
leading
that
in,
video, Tanner.
every
Sorry.
week looking every
It's called
week
Is Jason
leading
Todd the Joker?
every week leading into The Force Awakens, I want to focus on one character in the movie and kind of figure out, kind of just talk about them, you know, what we think was going to happen with them. If they're an old character, what has happened in these 30 years leading up to The Force Awakens, whether we think they'll die or not. Hint, hint. So this for last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't even remember, we talked about Rey. And it would have been cool if we talked about Rey now because we just saw that new trailer. But this week, I would like to focus on Han Solo. So, what do you guys just, I don't, anything like Han Solo related about Star Wars The Force Awakens, what do you guys think he's been up to these last 30 years? Let's start with that.
I think he's been hanging around. I think there was probably like a good amount of time where he was with Leia. They possibly had a kid. Then the kid turned out to be a jerk. So they kind of went off. I think
He was Jason Todd.
Yeah, when Jason Todd became a jerk and he died after the Joker killed him, I think
Died.
Han left and him and Chewie, went in to catch being scoundrels. Maybe he lost the Falcon. Maybe didn't.
Playing a little bit
Who
too much
knows?
sabacc.
Yeah, playing more of the gambling
Hollow
again.
chess. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I think maybe he did. Yeah, I think maybe he did like either lose the Falcon, I think either he lost the Falcon from gambling, as you just said, or either they were, I guess maybe like they were like trapped and all that, and like the people freaking like stole the Falcon.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's like the end of Rocky 2 when Apollo's like,
Never
come
watched
on,
it.
let's have towards the end, the end credit scene when Apollo's like, all right, let's have one more fight, Balboa, to see who wins.
Yeah.
It's the end, and Lando's like, one more game of sabacc, we'll see who gets the Falcon, and then Han loses it to Lando again.
Yeah. This is kind of
That
off
would be
topic about
hilarious.
Han Solo, but I wanted to just maybe throw in there a little bit about Rey. I know a lot of people think that she could be Kylo Ren's sister, cousin, but I don't think they're related at all. I just want to throw this out there because I think this is what happens. I think so. Luke, after Episode 6, talked to some old friends, whether it's his dad or whatever, and he started up the New Jedi Academy basically. And I think that Rey and Kylo Ren were students there. And I think something happened and Kylo Ren turned on them, or some people went and killed everyone and they took Kylo Ren and they trained Kylo Ren and Rey made it out or something. But I think that's their connection. Like, they were being trained by Luke. I think that's how they both have force powers, and I think that's how they're both related. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, in my Who is Kylo Ren video I did a couple months back, I said that I think no matter what, they have a history of some sort. Rather they're brother and sister, rather they're cousins, rather they're just old acquaintances or whatever.
They're Batman
But I
and
said,
Jason Todd. I'll stop.
that they like what you said, they probably trained together, and then she went off, some crap probably happened, crap hit the fan, she went to become a scavenger, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Kylo, did his thing as Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that my theory about how Rey and Kylo may be connected is that I'm thinking, I kind of agree with you when you say that maybe they were training, but at the same time, I kind of feel like that would be kind of weird because, I don't know, because it seems like Luke training a lot of people. I don't know.
You want me to go more in depth and explain that?
Hold on. No. Well, yeah, but hold on a little bit.
All right.
But the way I think is that they're connected. I'm thinking that maybe that they were old best friends that like turned against each other. It's kind of like basically how Magneto and Professor X were in First Class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that at first it's because at first like they're all together and they're like okay, one goal and that's it, peace. But then afterwards, Kylo's like, no, I want to fulfill the destiny that Vader had or whatever, and
I mean, he
Rey's
said
like,
it in
well,
the
I wanna
trailer.
do this thing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He says, "I will finish what you started." So.
Yeah.
What I think. So, I think that scene of the Knights of Ren.
Uh-huh.
Do you see the bodies on the ground?
Yep.
Those
I
are
saw
Luke's.
them.
Those are. I think that's Luke's. That's Luke's Jedi Academy.
Padawans.
Yeah, I think that's a flashback,
very-
and I think that's Luke's Jedi Academy.
That sounds amazing.
And
That sounds pretty
I think
crazy.
maybe Snoke could have been the original Kylo Ren, but not him. And then he kind of like trained Kylo Ren and like brought him up as a child or like a young kid, and that's why he's so mentorship too. Like he's so I don't know what I'm trying to say. He's so like there with Snoke, who is Plagueis. He is Plagueis. That he wants to just fulfill what Vader did because Vader's not his grandfather, but something there. So I think that's
His idol.
Yeah, he's crazy obsessed with them, like I am of this whole Star Wars crap. But
It's basically-
I forgot one news story.
Kylo's obsessed with Vader the same way Tanner is obsessed with Rachel McAdams. It's that simple.
Yeah,
Hopefully not in the exact same way.
one
That'd be weird.
one more thing I forgot to mention. Did you guys see the Fox News Star Wars thing?
I
Yeah.
did.
Dude, people on Twitter were going crazy about it. Dude, it was so annoying. To be
I
honest.
was the most mad I think I've ever been in my life, and that's saying a lot.
All right. I think maybe I may be on the opposite side of you guys. So like, I'll start first on this topic. I personally didn't really get mad about it because like I personally didn't perceive it as like Star Wars fans are stupid. It's just like, oh, okay, they're just not into Star Wars. It's fine.
I
But I think it is also. I think also they're kind of being sarcastic as well because of their tone and like of their tone of voice and the facial expressions they made. But what they did mention is that I disagree with them about the oversaturation because it's fucking Star Wars. What the hell do you expect? Like one trailer and that's it? Like no, it's like no toys or costumes or anything. It's Star Wars.
yeah.
Yeah, but in general, I didn't really take it personally because like their opinion, it doesn't really affect my life. While people on Twitter were like, "Oh my God, they're idiots! Oh my God, screw them!" So
Yeah.
so for me personally, I didn't get offended. But you guys
Tanner, I'll let you talk first because I'm gonna about to just
go
go
off.
Eminem freestyle on this.
I go for it, Tanner.
Yeah, Tanner, you go ahead.
I watched it and I thought that they were rude about it. They were jerks about it, but it didn't really bother me personally. I thought I was like, okay, these people, I just didn't really care. It didn't bother me. So
Yeah.
I understand both. I understand why people are upset, because they were rude about it. They said some things I don't think they should have said. They kind of bullied that one guy who was in there, who, by the way, was terrible at debating.
Oh.
You picked the wrong person to debate.
I'll get into
Star
that in a
Wars.
second.
Debate Star Wars, but he said like J.J. Abrams directed Armageddon, but that was Michael Bay. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just so stupid.
Yeah, and it was just what
before you debate.
for me. It was almost like just like a bunch of idiots in a room yelling at each other. It didn't affect me. I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
But I
here.
mean, I respect both you guys' opinions, but
All right, Trey, go for it.
here we go. This pissed me off because they gave the Star Wars fan no freaking respect. They wanted him to be on there, and they chose a guy who didn't know a ton so they could bully the crap out of him. They called him and his little Star Wars friends freaks. They had no respect for the franchise, which is fine. If you've seen the freaking movies, Neil, whatever his name, said that there were 16 million of them and they're out of order. If you are on Fox News and you're getting paid to talk about something, know your freaking source material. Like, if you're going to talk about the Star Wars thing just so you can get publicity, that's fine. But they bullied this guy. They would ask him, why do you like this little stupid Star Wars movie? And he would go, well, it's a great tale between good and evil. And the guy just cut him off. And he's like, we've seen that. And I'm like, it is a tale about good and evil, but what the hell in movies isn't? Like,
True.
what is he gonna go see? Freaking Kim Kardashian, Ray J tape. Like, is that what he watches? Is that good versus evil? That was off topic, but
That was evil. Versus
that was evil versus evil. And then the girl. Now we'll talk about the girl. I was so pissed. I went and tweeted her on. I was like, never show your ugly face again, you horse-toothed devil worshiper.
Did she block you?
I probably hope so. Someone to attack her again. But
dude, I bet
she got attacked on Twitter.
It's and dude, and I bet like the following morning, like once that happened, her notifications were like exploded. I bet.
Yeah.
Her notifications were.
I posted it on the on the Collider Jedi Council Facebook page, which they blew up on. That was probably 2,000 views straight from there. But
Jesus.
the girl just, I think, even on Twitter, she said that, oh, it was just all fun and games, but like it just pissed me off because you don't have to like Star Wars. That's your opinion. But it means so much to so many people. It's almost like saying that, oh, well, for instance, I'm Catholic, right? Saying, oh, well, you're a little Catholic religion. Like, why are you even Catholic? Like, it's just stupid. I don't believe it, so it's not right. And it just infuriated the crap. Like, I'm getting mad now talking about it. And like I said, it's fine if they don't like Star Wars, but at least you got to watch it to know if you don't like it.
I know,
I mean, in the oversaturation, I'm fine. It's not oversaturated, first off.
It's Star Wars. What the hell do you expect?
It is the
One
biggest
poster, one trailer.
It franchise has the most impact on our society and the society of Earth than one thing has ever had. Besides the
most
Big
iconic
Bang,
film of all
besides the
time.
one freaking besides the one freaking asteroid that made this whole damn Earth happen. But I'll stop talking soon. But it annoyed the crap out of me.
It was funny when Piers Morgan started talking crap about it, and then he put out a tweet. He goes, "And no, I've never seen it, and I never plan to."
Who?
Yeah, that was
was
so contradictory.
Who?
Stupid.
I want to talk crap about it, but never see it.
Like,
Yeah, dude, honestly, dude, like, what's so annoying about people like that, dude, is that I have a person like that here in my household. My sister has never seen a frame of Star Wars. Well, no, actually, like, she's seen like a clip. I think it's like she's seen like a couple clips, but like she says, I don't like Star Wars and I've never seen it. And like,
that pissed
dude,
me
that
off.
just like annoys me. It's just like you're saying you don't like a movie just because you haven't watched it. And what's so annoying, dude, is that she says that she prefers Star Trek, yet she's only watched Into Darkness. Just that.
what
I
you
prefer-
gotta what you gotta
That's
do
so stupid.
is you gotta, when she's sleeping, you gotta not chainsaw her. You gotta you gotta put handcuffs on her, right? And then you gotta start playing
Wars?
a death in a family scene from Batman. And if
Oh,
she
man.
doesn't listen, just pull Joker on her
It's true.
until she watches it.
Oh, so I guess that confirms that Brian's sister is actually Jason Todd.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god, it's confirmed she's Jason Todd.
she is Jason Todd, and you're the Joker. So, yeah, like,
Plus also that you know how you mentioned that Star Wars, it means like a lot to people and all that. Last week it basically, well, like I've known this for a while, but basically last week basically confirmed to me that Star Wars can appeal to anybody because Tanner knows this because I posted it on Twitter, but my dad is a 54-year-old man who's never watched Star Wars in his life. He doesn't even know that Vader is Luke's dad, dude. That's how much he does not know. But basically, my dad is 54 years old, had never watched Star Wars. I showed him the first one last Friday, and he thought it was great, dude.
really?
Yeah, dude, he loved it. He said he liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tanner was
Yeah.
on the show when one of my friends was on, and his favorite is Attack of the Clones.
Oh God, that movie
oh,
sucks.
Wait, Tanner, were you on that time?
I was not.
Oh,
But you
never mind.
sent
You
me
weren't on
the
that time.
episode and told me to watch it. That was the one. That was the week before I was ever on.
Yeah, I mean, I love my friend James, but the fact that Attack
Dude,
of the
I had
Clones
a
is
I
his
had a friend like that too.
favorite one.
And their excuse always is, well, the special effects look cooler.
Oh
They
my
don't.
Shut up.
dude,
They
I
don't even
hate
look
that.
good.
Dude. Unfortunately, dude, I have my cousin like that, dude. He thinks the prequels are better.
All my
because
friends do
first
too.
yeah, dude. It's that my cousin thinks the prequels are better because one, he thinks the story of the rise of the Empire is like much more interesting.
This,
Two, he thinks the effects are better, and three, he thinks the lightsaber battles are better than the slow paced ones.
yeah, I mean,
They
So
they do have some great battles in the prequels, but
yeah, that I'll
I
do
just
that.
feel like they mean nothing. Whereas like in Empire, like you're scared, like you get chills when you see it from me.
this is
you
my
know?
this is my difference with the lightsaber battles, right? So you walk into a bar, you see a really hot chick, right? That's the prequel's
I
lightsaber
like where
battles.
this is going.
But then you walk into another bar and you see, it's not a hot chick, but a girl that with substance. Like she has a personality and she is attractive.
Basically.
Maybe she's not as hot as the other one, but she still has a lot more going for her. That's the original
But she likes
trilogy.
Star Wars.
She likes Star Wars too. That's the original, and she's Rey. That's the original trilogy's lightsaber battles because while they didn't have the great effects, they had
And
the
she's
meaning.
Rachel McAdams.
This is even
Margot
better.
Robbie. The original trilogy lightsaber battles, while they may not have been visually, the stake was so high when
They were
Luke battled
intense,
Vader.
basically.
They weren't
It's
the
like a
best.
slow burn.
Yeah, they weren't the best looking and stuff. But man, did they mean stuff. Where you have, while I did like the Duel of the Fates, that was all choreographed,
Okay.
and the freaking Dooku Yoda thing was stupid. It
Dude, that
still
editing
pisses
is
me
so
off that
bad,
that
dude.
Yoda has a lightsaber. Yoda should not have a lightsaber. That still pisses me off.
Oh
But
yeah, dude. I'm actually is that my best friend Keon also he can like agree with you on there because like he believes that Yoda should have been is because my friend Keon he thinks that it's because my friend Keon he thinks that Yoda should never have fought and all that because
Yeah.
he thinks is that basically he thinks Yoda is basically someone who's like wise and strong
mean-
with the Force that he's basically like someone that you go and talk to for advice
I
and
mean,
like
yeah.
you don't have to see fight and all that.
Yoda even says, my best Yoda voice, wars do not make one great. Like he says wars do not make one great, but then at the end of episode 2, he's like, the Clone Wars have begun. It's like that's the most contradictory thing since Princess Leia saying that she remembered her mother. Like frick you,
Oh,
George
yeah.
Lucas.
Liars.
But yeah, I don't know if
Oh,
anyone's
yeah.
ever used that hot girl in a bar theme. I might
But
use that one before.
Talking about the prequel battles and all that. Just a couple weeks ago, my friend, not friend. It was I posted a video of a Star Wars. I posted a video of Star Wars. I posted a video of Star Wars to my Instagram,
Yeah.
and my cousin was like, and my cousin who thinks the prequels are better, who's stupid, basically.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I mean,
basically,
like all
yeah,
my
but basically that he commented saying no because it's because the video I posted was like the first few seconds of Vader and Ben fighting, and then my cousin comments and saying like the acting sucks, the fight sucks. Like look on how Ben is like holding that saber and all that, dude. He's old. Yeah, so I was just like, dude, count. And like so since I told him, dude, he's old because he's rusty, dude.
yeah.
He's gone 30 years without fighting somebody, and you expect him to be like Count Dooku or some shit?
I'll take that one battle with basically the worst lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan and Vader in the original trilogy over any battle in the prequel trilogy.
I disagree with that. That
Yeah.
battle really is kind of a bore fest.
But-
Yeah.
The in battle with in Revenge of the Sith with Anakin and Obi-Wan, I actually love that
I
one.
like it too, but it's so long.
That's like a dance interpretation, dude. Because
It's
like
so
it's just like,
long.
oh, okay, they're just like hitting their moves well, Okay.
It's
a
not my
dance.
favorite one. I like it though.
I like it
I
too.
don't-
I just
And I like the Darth Maul fight too. I think it's pretty cool.
me too.
None of them are my favorite, but
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah,
They're
so
enjoyable.
kind of we were kind of way off topic for a little bit. Let's go back to Han Solo.
Han.
So we said, I think the question I asked was, I think actually I started going off about the whole Jedi Academy. I think that kind of did it.
Mm-hmm.
But so we think Han Solo has been with Leia, but something, they probably aren't together. Do we all agree on that? Like when the Force Awakens starts.
I don't know. I think there's a better chance of them not being together though.
I
Definitely.
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I think maybe they might be like. I had the comparison right now, but maybe like they were together for a while, but then they broke up, and then they see each other. It's like, oh, I still have feelings for you a little bit.
So
to be
they're
honest.
like a
Yeah.
Taylor Swift song, basically.
basically.
since you've been gone with Chewie. That's basically
basically,
it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
man, I'm getting
yeah.
off topic again.
I have no clue if you guys play the Uncharted games. Have you played the Uncharted games?
Played one.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah.
you suck at life. Then well, no, basically, like the way I see Han Solo is kind of like the way I see Drake from that
Yeah,
series.
I
is
can
like
see that.
Drake from that game series is that he can have a girlfriend, but like is that
She'll never be his number one priority.
Yeah, it's because Drake in that series, his girlfriend is like off and on and all that. But the thing is that I kind of compare Drake with Han because it's like they both crave adventure, but their girlfriends are just like I can't be with this. I'm sorry and all that.
Yeah, Han and
Yeah.
I actually are the same. Actually, are the same person. Because Han always likes to go off on his missions and can't keep a girlfriend. While I love Star Wars too much, I can't give that love to a girl. So we're actually the same person.
Wow, dude.
I,
I mean,
I,
like-
I don't care about a girlfriend. I want Star Wars.
I mean, like
Every
to
day.
be honest, man. Like,
Just sad.
if my girlfriend has never watched Star Wars, and the first thing I'm doing is that as a boyfriend is that I'll have a movie night with her where like I'll just watch Star Wars with her,
Straight up, if a girl
just the original trilogy,
if a
not the
girl I like
prequels.
hasn't seen Star Wars and she says she doesn't like it, I'm done. But if she has seen it and she doesn't like it, that's all right because she's seen it. But
Well, oh yeah, what was it?
Which has happened to me
this,
before.
Oh yeah, this past Monday, in my communication studies class, my my teacher who's like 30 or something, she's like super cute and all that, but she's like 30 and young or something, and she told me she's never watched Star Wars.
you're like, well, if you need to watch it, my place at
You'd
7.
be like, I deserve a free A for that then. 'cause that's
Basically.
ridiculous.
Basically, yeah.
So do we think
Yeah,
Han's gonna die in this film?
maybe. I'm leaning more
What
towards Chewie,
what percentage would you give Han dying?
25.
25?
45.
Yeah, I'd probably around 35, just because I actually don't think he's gonna die. But I think
Yeah.
if he does, Kylo Ren's gonna kill him.
But then who do
If
you
he
think
does,
will
he has
die?
to go out doing something noble, and I
Maybe-
do not want him to die because he's just the best.
Maybe
Yeah,
he'll get hit by an
basically
asteroid like
spot
Chewie in
on
the
right there what
comics.
Tanner said. Die doing something noble that shows you, oh, Han really has changed, But
It
like,
shows his progression from that guy who just like wasted Greedo in the
Han shot
canteen in the
first.
first movie to the guy that will sacrifice himself.
basically, yeah, I'd love to see that if he dies. But those since you guys said like 30 and 45%, who do you think is most likely to die? Mine is Chewie.
If
you
it's
don't
Han, then
you don't kill the
if Chewie
family
doesn't die,
dog.
then Han dies. I think
True,
if someone's
yeah.
going to die.
I don't think Chewie's
Yeah.
dead. I think Chewie's gonna be here.
I mean,
I think- well,
if it's
I don't
not
think any-
Han who dies, well, like I will say, if nobody dies in that movie, then for a fact in 8, someone's gonna die in episode 8.
Yeah, I mean Han is
Yeah.
Kylo Ren, right?
Basically,
So that would suck if we lost 2 characters. Maybe BB-8's Kylo Ren. We're just gonna start this all over again. But yeah,
BB-8 is Jason Todd confirmed.
yeah. I think I don't know about Han. Ask me after the movie.
Oh, dude, I can say, dude, like when we watch the movie, dude, and like when we come back to do the podcast, either we'll be super happy that no one died or super sad that someone died.
Yeah, I mean, say everyone in the film died, we'd still be happy because we just saw a new Star Wars movie.
Dude, everyone dies in the movie besides Luke.
Do you have your tickets yet, Brian? Did you get tickets?
Yep, I did.
What
Dude,
showing do you
that
have?
first day was so hard to get tickets, dude.
Really? I
Yeah,
actually.
dude.
Sorry, go ahead.
I got it right before Fandango.
Yep, me too.
And I got the perfect
Me
seats,
too.
reserved seating,
Yep.
perfect row. Not
Same.
3D, because screw 3D.
I had to get 3D unfortunately because all the showings for non 3D were taken.
Really?
But the thing was that I think the tickets went on sale like around 4 or 5 o'clock, 5
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
and like I was on the bus just like scrolling through Twitter and I saw that tickets are on sale and I was like fuck, and like so I like scrolled on Fandango and tried to get like the first seatings for 7 o'clock and they were all gone already, dude. They were
Yeah.
all gone.
Um,
They were all gone.
So-
I was like, holy god. Yeah.
What I did.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, and so my friend, so my best friend, who I planned to watch the movie with, he got tickets for the 11:30 showing in 3D,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm fine with, because but I do know for a fact the place I go to here, but I do know for a fact that the place that me and him will go to watch the theater, it's called City Walk. I doubt you guys will know because you're not from LA, but City Walk, I know for a fact that place is gonna be crowded, dude.
Mhm.
For Star Wars, that's gonna be packed, dude.
Yeah. So what happened with me was, I was gonna film my reaction to the Force Awakens trailer, and then right after I get tickets. So I set up like 2 days in advance. I set up my whole Fandango account so I could just click the ticket and be ready. So I got
Nice.
all that done. I planned through everything. So I was setting up my laptop and everything. I had the Fandango thing just on, and I clicked refresh, and it said tickets available. And I go, what? And I got ticket. I got 3 different showings. I actually got so I got Thursday night 7:30 back row center aisle 7 tickets. Me and my friends, which is the best showing. It's in 3D. I probably would have rather gone non 3D, but
Same.
but then Friday morning I got non 3D at 12:45 because that's right after my last day of finals. So I'm gonna go
Nice.
right after finals. Screw everyone else. I'm going to see freaking Star Wars. Then I got Friday night by myself again, 8 o'clock.
Dude, so you got like 3 shows.
Yeah, I got 3 showings
Jesus,
already in
dude.
3 days. I'm prepared for this. I'm not gonna let anything stand in my way like Kylo Ren talking to Vader. I will finish what every other Star Wars fan did not start.
Basically, yeah, but also, I was also kind of considering about doing that. It's just like watching the movie Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, I'm doing
But,
that.
Yeah, but the thing was, I kind of thought to myself, what if, I don't know, maybe, I hope this isn't the case, but maybe I don't like it. So, either that, I don't like it, or maybe just like let the movie like sit with me for like a week till I think about like heading back next weekend. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, so like basically on December 25th on Christmas morning, it's Christmas because I'm gonna go watch Star Wars again for a second time.
Oh, that'll be my 25th time at the theater.
I only have 1 ticket, but that's going to change. I think this will break my record for the most times I've seen a movie in a theater before.
Oh yeah, I saw
This will
Kings.
break the record.
I saw Ant-Man 4 times. That's the most.
I
I
saw
saw
the
Ant-Man
first-
twice.
Ant-Man's great.
I saw Ant-Man once. I saw the first Amazing Spider-Man 7 times, and that's
Wow.
my record, 7
Jeez.
times.
Yeah, same here actually. This past year, this past year with this
Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Age of Ultron actually. My record was 7 times, but the thing was that I was about to go to 8 times, but then Ty from Twitter told me to watch. But then
Mad
Ty
Max.
from Twitter told me to watch
Mad Max.
Mad Max Fury Road, and I watched it, and I was bored out of my mind.
I didn't like it either, to be honest.
Thank
Only person
you.
in the world who didn't
Someone
like
agrees
it.
with me. Someone agrees with me.
I mean, I liked it, but not the hype.
It's not the best movie of the year, but it was fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
because people are saying like, "Hey, Academy viewers, if you think that Mad Max is Best Picture award, don't be hesitant to give it Best Picture, not just because it's a genre movie or some shit like that."
Yeah. So I live about 20 minutes from Denver, and then like 10, 20 minutes or 15 minutes from Boulder. I'm not sure if you guys know where that is. It's where CU is. But the nice thing about that is, I don't live in the city necessarily, but I have access to it. So everywhere I live, I have about 3 theaters that I have access to within 15 minutes, all AMC.
Same here.
And I have one that's my favorite theater, but it's a little farther away, and it's not reserved seating, and I've always liked it that way until now. So I actually went to this other theater where it had reserved seating. You can still get tickets for opening night there. Like, people aren't buying them as much like as everywhere else, which is awesome for me.
Yeah.
Like Force Friday, they sold toys over here because no one in Colorado knows what Star Wars is because they're all high. So yeah, I mean, I like that. Any other things you guys want to talk about before we wrap the show up?
Yeah.
Just a quick story about the tickets. Just because you mentioned it, my theater near me, which is like 10-minute drive or so, is that my theater is like super cheap because the discount is for students. Like, students get in at matinee $4, dude.
What?
It's so yeah, $4.
I
dude.
paid
It's so-
$150 for all my tickets.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, I got people to pay me back, but
Oh, okay. Still, dude. Jesus
$18 a ticket.
Christ.
$18 a ticket.
Jesus, dude. Yeah, but
Fucking blasphemy.
my theater is like $4 for a student, dude.
That's
But the
awesome.
thing was that my theater does not have like reserved seating, and for huge movies, dude, my theater has like huge ass lines where like and for like huge movies, my theater has like packed lines where like the next 10 showings are sold out or something. Yeah, so then I told myself, okay, for Star Wars, I'm not going to my theater. I'm going to like
Something
I
farther
guess
out.
the ones, because I told myself I'm not gonna go to my theater. I'll head to like the Grove or like City Walk or something because those have like reserved seatings.
If
All
I
that. But because even this April when Furious 7 came out, my dad and I went to see it the first opening night on Friday, and we wanted to see like the 7:30 showing. So we got there at like 6:45, and like the next 5 showings of that movie were sold out, dude. 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 10, 11, and like we got the showing at like midnight, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was so
I wouldn't-
bad, dude.
I wouldn't
so,
mind-
Like, I'm glad I'm going to like a different theater where like I know where my seat is.
I wouldn't mind non-reserved seating if I didn't have finals the next day. Like, I think that'd be cool to experience it with everyone, but I have finals the next day, and I'm already kind of taking a big leap of faith that I'm going to do well in the next days, that I'm actually seeing it opening night because I have finals that morning. So we'll see how that goes because it's like my biggest finals in my life. But
May the force be with you always.
yeah, thank you. So I think that'll wrap up this podcast. Thank you guys for coming on. Josh,
No problem.
who is the guy I normally do it with, couldn't do it, scheduling
Is
conflict.
it Josh Needle you're talking about?
No.
No.
Ah, okay, never mind.
I think
It's a Josh that we
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I know him because I was on with him, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
So I think that'll wrap it up. Thank everyone for listening. Go watch that new trailer.
Yeah, guys.
Think more, Jar Jar Binks is the Sith Lord theories and tell me so I can laugh at you.
Misa will avenge you.
Yeah. And may the force be with you all always.